What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, you already know my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
A judge granted bond for a UGA football player accused of rape. A police report says a woman claims linebacker Adam Anderson sexually assaulted her at a party last month. Fox 5's Patty Pan was inside the courtroom today. She's live in Athens now with the very latest on this case, Patty.
Yeah, Christine, like you said, the bond hearing just wrapped up within the last 10 or 15 minutes. After nearly 3 hours, Adam Anderson was granted a $25,000 bond with restrictions. But the big thing that came out of today's bond hearing, there's allegedly a second rape victim whom we understand came forward after this case surfaced. Now, hands and feet shackled and wearing an orange jumpsuit, Adam Anderson sat quietly beside his attorney. Anderson's arrest came nearly 2 weeks after police started an investigation into rape allegations. The allegations coming from a 21-year-old woman. Now, Anderson, as you said, is a star linebacker for the Georgia Bulldogs, had been under investigation since October 29th. Now, at least 3 other Georgia football players were interviewed, along with a number of the alleged victims' friends, on their accounts of that evening. Now, in court today, the detective on the case talked about going through both Anderson and the alleged victims' cell phone records following the incident.
Going through them, the beginning of the conversation had started where the alleged victim was asking, what had happened the night before. Adam had replied that nothing had happened, he didn't touch her. And then later on in the conversation, Adam had said, if you want to blame me, you can. Then he had told her he did it. And then at one point she tells us that tells him that she's going to the police and that she's going to let them handle it. At which point he then tells her she knew what she was about that night, that she was drunk, that he didn't want anything to go further than it did.
Again, the big thing that came out in court today, the second victim now also making rape allegations. The alleged incident allegedly happened October of 2020. The victim at the time says it happened in Oconee County. She apparently came forward after this case came to light. Both of these alleged victims, say they knew Anderson and were apparently friends with him. We'll have more in this story coming up tonight at 5 and 6. For now, that is the latest here in Athens, Clark County. I'm Patty Pan, Fox 5 News.
All right, Patty, thank you so much.
So guys, it is not looking good for Adam Anderson, okay? We have a second woman coming out saying that he took the WAP. And like I told you guys, for one, you need to stop dealing with these intoxicated women, okay? Everybody likes turning up. Everybody likes going to the club. Everybody likes getting geeked up. But if a shorty is intoxicated, y'all need to call it a dub. Unless y'all plan to get intoxicated together and whatnot. And with the Adam Anderson situation, I'm going to keep it a buck. It doesn't look good when a second shorty comes out, okay? And the evidence of the text messages show that he basically admits guilt. This is what you guys need to understand. For one, if it's suspected that you had committed a crime, you need to shut up. Y'all going back and forth texting, like talking back and forth with shorty and whatnot, you're only giving evidence. The more you say is the more that will be used against you. Apparently in these text messages, he damn near admitted guilt. He damn near admitted to something happening. Okay. In this case, like I said, guys, y'all need to be careful, because in the deep South, in the hoods, when you dealing with these types of guys who, really pretty much came from nothing and they come up, there's a different way of doing things when you in the slums. Like, back in the day, I know y'all are familiar with the Charlemagne the God situation, where he got in trouble for whatever he got in trouble for. But he's spoken about it on multiple podcasts. Like there's something in the South called sneaking WAP. Okay, a lot of dudes was on some time where they'll drop a bean in the drink, like on some Cosby stuff. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just telling you the reality of the situation. So that's like the hood type country mentality, okay, where you get the girl geeked up or something, and then those dudes, you know, what it is called now, which they didn't classify it as that back then, but now we understand that to be taking the WAP, a crime, okay, a felony charge. They'll take advantage of shorty while they got her geeked up, and then they'll basically be girlfriend and boyfriend the next day. Like it'll be like that kind of sealed the deal for us. So that was what was happening back in the day a lot of times, okay? You know, I'm not gonna say more often than not, but in these hood country situations, it definitely happens often. That's why you'll see, you know, older dudes and younger girls who done had kids, and the dad is like 40 and the mom is like just now turning 20. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens a lot in the hood. And it's wrong. It's totally wrong. It's a backwards culture. We already know this. But I'm not saying Adam Anderson come from the hood, but I'm saying if he came from Rome, Georgia, in this country, and they was doing wild certain type of way back then, the way he's moving now, he tried to bring that up here, and you not finna ride with that, bruh. A lot of these dudes was sneaking WAP back in the days. I was never one of those dudes, but I'm aware that it has definitely happened, okay? So we ain't gonna justify it. I'm gonna teach you guys how to maneuver. I already told you how to move in the club. I already taught you about stealthing. You know, when you move in the club, you keep your hands in your pocket. Boom, move. You ain't putting your hand on nobody's waist. You ain't trying to get no weird hugs or nothing like that, or cop no feels. You moving with your hands in your pockets. Boom, moving. All right, trying to avoid contact, because this is the day and age that we are in. All right. A lot of these girls, like I said, are retroactively withdrawing consent, because, you know, let's just say that, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say, yo, it was like real deal consensual. Like he pressed up on her, woke her up, boom, bap. Okay. And they got it on. Let's just say that happened. All right. A lot of these chicks feel some type of way afterwards, especially if they don't get that boyfriend-girlfriend role. As you heard in the news clip, they were all friends, and he ended up, you know, breaking that boundary or trying to break that boundary. My thing is, a lot of these chicks be trying to hang out with dudes they don't know, okay? Getting drunk with dudes they don't know. Getting too comfortable with dudes they don't know, okay? Going to a house at 1 a.m. with some guys who you really don't know. You just like them because it's a status symbol. All right. It's a lot going on with this case. Obviously, the second girl coming out does not look good. You know, the text messages do not look good. The allegations of him sneaking the WAP don't look good, you know, and I kind of know some more personal information about the situation, and you know, he was actually involved with somebody, and they're not involved with him no more because this whole situation blew up. All right, so that it's not looking good all around. But what I will say though, you are innocent until proven guilty. I still believe that a lot of times certain women are clout chasing. But when there are two girls who come out and they got text messages, and you admitting guilt in a text message, which, guys, if you ever get yourself in a legal situation, you want to talk as little as possible. Almost to death. I'm not saying that I'm just going to say you should ignore something like that and get legal representation right away. That's what I'll say. Okay. Like if there was a situation where a shorty retroactively withdrew consent, and then she texting you on some, you did this to me and that to me, bro, you need to stop texting. Whatever you do, stop texting. Go hit up some legal representation and make sure you're good if charges are filed, okay? I'm just telling you what you should do as a guy, all right? Obviously, you shouldn't be out here sneaking WAP, all right, or doing nothing like that, nefarious like that. And, you know, for the ladies out there, y'all need to stop going and thinking y'all can spend the night over dudes' houses that y'all don't know, okay? Prevention is just as effective, you know, as getting that justice on the back end, all right? Even more effective because you don't have to relive these certain situations. But he was granted a bond, like I said, innocent until proven guilty. It's not looking good. If you're going back and forth text messaging, it's not looking good. And if he was really moving this way, bro, you know, you got to stand on that. You got to take your L, bro, because I mean, it's just like, damn, you know, you have people rooting for you and the evidence is looking crazy. Okay, you looking nervous in the courtroom and fidgeting and all this stuff. Like, it ain't looking good. But anyways, you already know, innocent until proven guilty. I still stand on that. But you already know, it's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
Reclaim your throne.